Hello, gang. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. So, introverts and overwhelm. I have to say, it's been a big day for me. I've, hey, Andrea, how's it going? Say hi if you're here. So good that you just gave me energy right there. It's been a bit of a whirlwind day of me getting out of my friggin' comfort zone with a bunch of people I don't know on Zoom all day long. Hey, Marnie, in breakout rooms. Who here has been in breakout rooms? I know you have, Marnie. um, yeah, fun times. And it's one thing to be there when you know what you're talking about. Hey, Claire. And it's a totally different ball of wax when you're still kind of unsure of what you're talking about. So it was, business related, me trying to, get my reach out there a little further and just because, and mingle with people who don't necessarily do what I do, but are, potential partners that I can share their stuff with you, with all of you and the things that you need that I don't provide because it's all about, making sure that, everything's working for you. Okay, so Marnie, you know what that's like, right? Being in breakout rooms. And I was really, really out of my comfort zone in a couple of ways. One, I'm with a bunch of people I don't know. Two, I'm introverted. Hi, have you met me? Hello. Um, which sometimes shows up as being too out there, but then also after part of the day, you're kind of like, okay, my energy is starting to go. I need to replenish myself. Thank goodness for breaks. Even if they're totally short breaks, they're breaks. And there's also um, just trying to hone down what it is I do and who I help. Therefore, who can I connect with to see how I can help those other people and they can help me. It's called JV, joint venture. I mean, it's a business term, and it's really interesting the people that are there. The great thing is that was at 8 p.m. or 8. See, I'm already kind of loopy. It was at 8 a.m. this morning. So it's been like 11 hours I've been sitting in front of this screen. I did take a dinner break, which is great. Hey, Susan, good to see you. This is late for you. uh, so, yeah, it's really all about managing your energy. And the more I'm putting myself out there, I may not have as good articulation with my words sometimes, and not much better than before, but at the same time, I'm holding my energy better and realizing that it's nothing outside of myself. People aren't depleting my energy. Who here feels that when you go somewhere, people drain your energy? Hey, Christina, nice to see you too. Right? Who here feels that other people? You're watching a ball game, Susan. Well, awesome. I'm glad you can multitask. It's what two eyes are for, right? Um, but yes, I'm feeling that you go somewhere and it's draining your energy. So when you know that kind of situation is coming up, you get in the thoughts that say, oh, this is going to be tough. My energy, so and so is going to drain my energy because they just, that's who they are. And I've got a strong membrane. Well, I don't know about that. It's a learning skill to learn. But really, going back to draining, getting your energy drained. I mean, we set ourselves up for that. Yeah, you get that, Claire? Yeah. And when we start to shift our thoughts from that things are happening outside of ourselves, that the circumstance is something we cannot do anything about or we cannot control, which often it is when you go in a social situation or have to talk with people, you don't have control over everything. Um, but it's getting out of the mindset that that situation or that group of people or that person, excuse me, is draining your energy. It really comes down to what are we allowing to happen? What are we allowing ourselves? How are we allowing our energy to be depleted? So we put the onus on ourselves instead of putting the blame on somebody else, right? Yeah, I knew he meant, I knew what you meant. My mind went somewhere else, but yeah. Thank you. But and it does take practice. And it's really not even thinking that I'm keeping things out. It's just that I have my own force field of energy. And when I feel, you think of Star Trek and your shields are up, and then, things come in and you feel like your shields are starting to go down. That's when you have to replenish. And it's coming from a state of, I have domain over my own energy. And when you do that, nothing outside of you can drain your energy ever again. It's that simple. Can your energy be depleted and drained? Yes, because you allow it. And I know you might be going, oh, Lorraine, great, great. But no, it's true. You may be in a situation where your energy is being depleted because you're reacting to what's going on. So let that be a little a heads up for you, a little trigger for you to go, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to walk away from this to, to strengthen my energy again. I'm so glad someone gets me. Thanks, Marnie. Um, so it's really when we think of things happening outside of ourselves, we have no control over, we blame. And I have a little acronym, if you haven't heard it before, for blame: believe lies and make excuses. Because that's what's happening. We believe the lie that things outside of ourselves are sucking away our energy somehow, like energy mosquitoes, where it happens just little bits and little bits until pretty soon it's depleted and you're like, oh, what happened to me? All of a sudden you just kind of flatline. It's really taking responsibility, and it's being more aware of yourself, of more aware of your energy levels, more aware of what triggers you, knowing that in advance, having the tools in place to replenish yourself when you need to. And the number one way that I find is get out of here, get out of your mind and into your heart. And when you do that, you're focused more on how you feel, how you want to feel, the energy you put out. Because I'm a believer that the more a caring energy you put out, the more it generates and the more it fills up. And the more it fills up, the more you can share. And it doesn't come from a needy and depleted place at all. Who here understands that? Does that make sense? And what I mean by getting out of your head is stop convincing yourself that that situation that you have to go to is going to be awful or draining. It's going to be hard. It's going to be so-and-so is going to be there and they blah, 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 blah. All of these things we get into our head. And I know as an introvert, it's so easy to set ourselves up ahead of time for things to happen. We get into our heads, we work ourselves into a tizzy about this thing that we have to go to and do. And I have to admit, I still kind of feel that, but I'm working through it. So Christina, makes sense. Awesome. Awesome. Lisa, hi. I've been thinking a lot about energy lately. This makes total sense. Awesome. Yeah, and really it's an awareness. And I find when I'm tired, when I'm strung out, when I'm overwhelmed, that's when I'm really separated from my own energy and my own thoughts. And when that happens, that's when I need to step away from whatever it is, take a break, take a breather, find out how I can find that center again. You know, I talk a lot about being grounded, but sometimes being grounded isn't enough. Being grounded is key. In my books, it's number one thing to do. Ground, release that energy, connect yourself with the divine again, open your heart center, and be centered. Be present in your body. It's not about going elsewhere or dreaming elsewhere. It's those times when you're feeling that discombobulated, and thank God I don't have to type that out, that word, is when you really need to be aware of what's going on, right? So that's really all I wanted to share with you tonight. And I'm surprised I had the energy to do it, because I'm actually not surprised, because I, at some point in the past, would have talked myself out of it. I would have said, you know what, this has been a super long day. I've got to protect my energy. And just in the thoughts of saying I have to protect my energy, I'm already in like defense mode, right? Instead of, you know what, I'm not going to try and hurry through dinner to make it here for 7 p.m. for my Wellness Wednesday. I'm just going to take my time, have my meal, and when I get there, I friggin' get there. And really, I was only like 5 minutes behind what I usually am, and you're here. So I'm really happy that you're here. And thank you, Marnie. Thank you. So if you're not part of, just kind of segueing, if you're not part of my private group, Empower Your Empathic Gifts, I recommend you join if you're interested in, you know, healing, energy work, healing yourself, empowering your empathic gifts. Because if you're an empath, we have them, right? You may not, excuse me, you may not trust them, but you have them. I have my Lightseer Tarot deck here. Interesting. This is the card that I pulled this morning, the Ace of Cups. And I was like, this is perfect for today, being the first day of this live event I was part of. By the way, there's 2 more full days of it. And I get a COVID shot tomorrow night, so it should be fun. And with this, to me, it was just be open, be heart-centered, fill your cup, be there for yourself so you can be there better for others. And, you know, what better card, right? And I always keep it flipped up till I open the deck again and go through it. Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Marnie. And I'm glad you're here too, Christina. Awesome. So before I take off for the night and just chill, which we all deserve to do that, right? I was going to pull a card for everyone who watches as a replay. Let me know if you're watching as a replay. Well, we're live right now at 7:22 p.m. Pacific. If you would like a card, let me know in the comments. I'm pulling from my Light Seers Tarot deck from Chris Ann, and it's an awesome deck. Andrea, good for you all. And you're here too. Yay. Oh. The little asterisk. Asterisk. Yeah. And here's another thing about when your energy is depleted or overwhelmed, you're not at the same capacity as you normally were. I tend to kind of laugh at myself, like, oh, I'm flubbing my words, and it's words, and it's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with it. All right, everybody wants a card. Let's start with Susan. Okay. All right. Oh, first, before Susan, I'm going to pull for everyone who watches as the replay, and this is for all of you as well. And if you want a card to go along with it, I will pull one for you too. But let's just get this for everybody. Okay, flipping and flapping. Four of Wands. Look at the energy of that. Talking about having enough energy and celebrating, allowing life to just bring you the fire and creativity that you need. We all have this within us, even us introverts and empaths. And there's a time and a place where you have this effervescent energy. And when you find you're winding down and it's depleting, go into the tent and relax. Okay? All right. Okay, Susan, here we go. Okay. Oh, beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. So for you, Susan, this is, you're really taking care of yourself. I feel that this card is a confirmation that you're allowing yourself the time and space you need to do what you want, to celebrate what you're doing. And this is bringing prosperity and abundance your way. There you go. Christina, you're next. Okay. Are you still here, Andrea? Because I'll pull one for you too. I think that you wanted one. Okay, Christina. The cards are all jiggly jaggly. They have more energy than I do. You're welcome, Susan. Christina. There we go. King of Pentacles. How interesting. This makes me think of your hubs. And that there will be comfort. There will be a feeling of peace. And it's just a matter of doing the practices and doing the work to get to this point. Have hope that it will, that you both will. Because I know, married, when you're married and you're happily married, you're connected. What happens for one happens for the other. So this is a really beautiful card. It has very good, grounded, relaxed energy. If you've done the work, now you can just chill. And there you go. Hey, Barbara, if you want a card, let me know. I'm pulling cards. Okay, so Marnie's next. Here you go, Marnie. There we go. Oh, beautiful. The Fool. I love this card. This came up for me yesterday morning when the beginning of the event I'm part of. And I'm like, well, I showed up just so for you. Show up as you are, unapologetic, letting go of perfection mode, giving yourself that space to just freely let go, free fall, go with the flow. And when you do that, and when you come from things with that beginner's mind, it gives you the opportunity to see things from a really interesting perspective. It feels like you will get some clarity when you can take those spectacles off. Hope that makes sense. Christina, thank you so much. Appreciate the message. Ready to receive some peace in our grieving. Yes. And it's interesting that what was in the image as well. That's why I felt it was relating to that. Take care of yourself. All right. Judy's next. Okay, Judy, and then Barbara. And if I missed anyone else, pop it in the chat and I will get to you. Okay, Judy. It's so nice that it's still light out. Like, I could go for a little walk after this if I wanted to. Sorry, but distracted. Sorry, Judy. Go focus. Shuffle, shuffle. Come on. Be open to receiving just what we need. There we go. Oh, you get 2. Queen of Wands. What's your passion? What excites you? You have that power plant of energy within you. And when you wield your magic, it just generates more and more energy in the form of creativity or needing to get those things done that you may not like to do. And there's also the 6 of Cups. This one is a lot to do with nostalgia and seeing yourself as you were when you were younger and harnessing that beautiful energy of innocence, of dreaming and allowing. And when you do that, along with this, you have a beautiful power plant of energy. There you go. Jesslyn, yes, you definitely can. Barbara's next, though. Marnie, what do you say? Thank you for this. I am so in the me mode at the moment and am ready to, and I'm really being with myself too. Awesome. It feels good, and I actually feel like I'm getting better at it every day. Practice, practice. Yes. Yes. That is so powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Marnie. And it's so true. And it becomes such a good habit. You know, there's so many bad habits out there, right? That is such a good habit. And even if you miss a day or this or week or whatever, it's so much easier to get back to it and honoring yourself. So I love it. Good job. Okay, Barbara, you're up. Let's see what it has to say for Barbara. All right, a whole bunch of cards came, so I'm going to take the top one. The King of Wands. Stepping up, having the courage. There's something that's been on your mind or something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been holding back. You've been in here, in the head, and now it's time to focus on what is it you want? What does Barbara want? And give yourself one step forward. You have some energy or something backing you up. You just have to learn to trust that it's there for you. There you go. I hope that makes sense. It makes me smile to myself. Good. And then everyone will wonder what you're smiling at. Keep them guessing. Okay, Jesslyn, hello. Let's see. What do we have for Jesslyn tonight? Very on point. Great card. You are welcome, Barbara. Hey, Heather. Good to see you. Do you want me to pull a card for you? Let me know. Okay, Jesslyn. Don't be alarmed. The 5 of Pentacles gets a bad rap. But this also is just showing that sometimes when we focus on what our issues are, we're missing the key. We're missing a different perspective of seeing things. But when you are here, this is honoring where you are at the moment, or maybe it pertains to somebody else. When you can see, oh, why are they focused on that? They should be here. Sometimes you just have to honor where somebody is. I feel like it pertains to somebody else for some reason, not yourself, that you're observing this happening, and it's just holding space for that person, not letting it drain your energy. You know, if you watch the very beginning of the live when the recording comes out, I talk about that. I feel that would be good for you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you just opened Facebook and here I was, just flopped out onto Facebook. Okay, cool. Let's pull a card for you. This is fantastic. Hmm. What do we have for Heather? Jesslyn, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Oh, oh, this is interesting. You get 2 cards as well. Oh, these are nice, Heather. 6 of Wands, recognition. You're shining your light, and people want to see that. And you're honoring your energy, which is what this live was about. Not having your energy depleted or drained, you honor that. And I think the more that you put that out there, it just feeds that that energy. You can pretty much bottle it up. And to go along with it, when you keep honoring that, beautiful things come. 10 of Cups. What a gorgeous card this is. And it's damn bright. You got it, sister. Yeah. So between the two of these, like, you're where you need to be. So in those moments that your energy or your emotions might go, oh no, I don't know. Focus on this. Be that light that you know the people that need it. And you bring this to them, but it also brings it right back to you. The boomerang effect. There you go. All right. Well, this has been fantastic. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping me raise my vibration again. So the interesting thing at the beginning of the live, it was about don't let other people deplete your energy, but you can totally allow other people to feed your energy. It's what you focus on expands. It's so important to know that these thoughts become the things in our lives. So remember, come from the heart first. If this is talking you out of something or into something negative, tell it to shut up and get into your heart and say, where can I be in my body so I can be in this present moment now? Oh, you're so welcome. Say hello to Hubs for me. Good to see you here, Heather. I'm glad that you liked it. Yay. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. It's wonderful. My voice is starting to say go rest before my full day for tomorrow. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much. And we'll see you next Wellness Wednesday. Oops. Thanks, everyone. Peace.